Gavin Christian's back, and we have another review. And it's been a while, and we've got a new one. And this one is the Seiko Mohawk. Nomenclature and taxonomy may be specific to this particular timepiece, so I will call it by its proper name. Its reference number is SRP585K1. And it's the Mohawk. It's a lesser known and lesser loved Seiko watch. You don't see them very often. Featuring the 4R36 movement, 21,600 beats per hour, 45mm case diameter. I have struggled to find any specs for this watch, so I've taken my own with these fantastic calipers that I bought from Ebosha. We have, well, and first of all, can I just say, let's take her off the cushion for a closer look. And here it is, the Mohawk. Not one of my favorite watches, but it is a favorite of many other people. It is a fucking rugged bastard. The size and heft are not to be underestimated, and this bezel is extremely bad, but we'll get into that later. We have a 14.5mm case thickness on the Mohawk side, and you'll notice on this Mohawk that we have a raised bezel up to the 22nd mark. The purpose of this is not known to me, but for many people it's quite lovely. And let me explain the 13mm case width on the non-Mohawk side. So it's not particularly thick, although this massive chunky case does show off a little bit of heft. So it's quite a strange piece. And even the glass, the mineral glass, the hardlex crystal, is protruding slightly over the bezel, which is also a bit strange. Should be slightly recessed. But that's another point. We have a 51mm tip to tip on the lugs, and of course the usual 22mm lug width, tapering slightly to 20 at the clasp, and it's a Seiko clasp, and we've seen these, a million times. It's just stamped piece of shit metal. Get rid of it immediately. What else do we have? We have nothing really of note. We have 4 micro adjustments there, very nice. And we have this thing, which I never quite understood. What is it for? It's a diver's extension, but it's completely pointless. It's just total crap. But we all know about that, and that you get that on every Seiko prospects. I'm going to show you the dreaded X featured on the dial. There it is. It's been done. It can never be undone, and we can never get rid of it now. Even the Marine Master has been destroyed by this X that blurs the boundaries between price points, and I'm just not going to get into it. It's a harrowing thing. But the dial is very nice. Everything lines up perfectly. Almost. Not quite, actually. If you look at that 12 o'clock marker there, it's not quite straight, is it? But it's okay, and we've got some lovely features there. And a split arrow tip on the minute hand, lovely second hand, and a plongeur with a needle tip for the hour hand, which is quite fantastic. And this watch can be found for around £240, Great British sterling, and in American money, I don't know what that is, probably about $300, etc. It's an ISO certified diver, guaranteed to survive at depths of up to 200 meters. So it can't be taken lightly. It's a proper watch, a proper dive watch, and lest we not forget that Seiko still provide that. It's a brand new watch, so I'm going to defrock it and take off. I'm going to excommunicate it from the priesthood. Let's just... Is this even going to be possible? Let's remove the sticker. Can we remove it? I don't know. It doesn't want to come off. It's been on there for several years. This watch is not new. It was purchased new. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't. It's not coming. It's not coming away. Christoph has given me permission to remove this sticker, so I'm going to try and do it, and I will endeavour to complete that task. It's coming away. It's going to leave a sticky mess. Here it comes. She's gone. Oh, she's left a little fraction there. A fragment. Don't worry about it. We'll remove it. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Right. I've got the best of her. Now let's date this weapon. At what point was this weapon actually made? It's not been good for us, has it? There we go. We can see that this watch was made in May of 2016. So it's not new. Although it is new. What else can we say about it? I mean, there are a few things about this piece that have disturbed me. Seiko quality control issues. And the first one of them is this bezel action, which is quite mushy. It's a mushy bezel. Back play is totally retarded. It's not pleasant to turn. And it's a shame because it's a lovely watch, but it's not there. It's just not there. You don't know where you are with it. It's a pain in the ass. And the second one is, I don't know if you've already spotted it, but look at the misaligned Lume pip. I've never seen a misaligned Lume pip in my life until today. No disrespect to Big Chris because he's my bro, but this is not a reflection of his personality. This is a Time Lord. But the fucking state of that. I mean, how easy is that to get right? I don't know. It's off the fucking centre. In there. Frame date window, 4R36. We've got everything we want. It's a great watch. It works perfectly well. It's just not my cup of tea. But let's have a look how she fares. Lume-wise. Oh, first of all, we haven't had a wrist shot. Let's have a wrist shot. Because everybody says Geffen never does them. There we go. That's just over 7-inch wrist there. It's a 45mm. It's a big bastard. There you go. That's what you're going to get. It's a big, hefty piece. And it will strike fear in the hearts of all solar kinetic quartz faggots. Fuck them and their retarded watches. We know the way. So that's how she looks. And let me give you a side-by-side comparison so that you can get a better opinion on the heft of this bastard. Let's put her up next to my beloved SKX. You can see here, it's a much bigger watch, much bigger compared to the SKX. Thicker, much thicker, and a lovely comparison there. And now let's compare her to the Turtle, which is, you know, these two are the stock comparisons. Here's the Turtle. She's a big boy. She's a big old girl. Lovely on the Crafter Blue. If you didn't know, now you know. So, same size as the Turtle. And let's have a 3x3. There we go. Of course, this is the best watch, but you know, everybody knows that. And that's great. So, let's now have a Lume shot, and all of these watches have been exposed to the same amount of light, same light exposure, for the same amount of time. So, let's see what the Lumes look like. Are you ready? I am. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Oh, there she is. So, I'll bring them all up in the frame. Unremarkably, they've all been painted with the same level of Lume Bright. I think the SKX is slightly dimmer, but I've had this thing for years, so you can't really judge him too harshly. What do you guys think? Beautiful. We're back in the room. So that's the end of it. That's the end. And I haven't got any more watches to review after this, so Big Geff is probably going to be in the doldrums for a while. But I hope you remain true and stay loyal, stay freaky, keep all feathers retarded, and never give up. Love you all. God bless you. And I'll see you next time.